Okay. So this is a working thing. So, David and Sod, I know you both have good reasons why you're not here. So you don't need to tell me here's the reasons. Your electricity is out, your plumbing's out, you're traveling, you're in the car, you've got all kinds of excuses. Reasons. Yeah, you got all kinds of reasons. And so I don't know how long Life Masteries is going to keep you both on, honestly. I don't know. Um, and so these type of things, especially in the situation you both are in, these type of things, all it takes is one. You're at the tipping point. I mean, Nora is not like not feeling good today. Like she is not like she could easily go ahead and just skip today. And honestly, if she did, it it probably wouldn't impact. Like she's got so much emotional bank account built up, and so she can afford to spend some of that bank account, um, but she doesn't. You guys, you guys can't afford to spend the bank account. You guys don't have much of anything left. You just don't. And she's a single mom, and you guys' lack of stuff is just goofy. I mean, it's just like you're hurting her, you know? And so here's David. Please total your time for the day and let me know the resulting hours. Mark, I mentioned the billable time for 27 on my report, 7 hours and 2 minutes, tracking sequence time, blah, blah, blah. So, 7 hours. And so, but when I add up this time, it's not 7 hours, it's like 5 hours. And I told David not to do the quizzes. He keeps doing the quizzes. It's like he does stuff he's not supposed to do and doesn't do stuff he's supposed to do. Like, David, what are you thinking, buddy? I mean, I am convinced he's on drugs. I am. I mean, nobody can go ahead and be this messed up unless they're on drugs. I mean, he must be. He just doesn't listen. He doesn't follow through. And so, he's just sloppy. And it's interesting because I told him to add this stuff up. And so, I'm going to have to start. I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to have to add it up. So you don't have your time right. You don't get paid for the day. I don't know. Do your job right. Is it really that hard? If it's only 5 hours of work, and you're billing for, 7 hours, you're stealing. David, you're stealing. Well, I'm sorry, Mark, it won't happen again. It happens all the time, David, because you can't learn anything at all. It's just, you poor guy. Did your parents not teach you anything? You know, you're ashamed to your family, David. You're ashamed to Pakistani men. You're just ashamed. You just are. You don't have to be, but you choose to be that way, and you're not here. I don't know. I just feel bad for you guys. Okay, getting back to um, okay, Adam, here's this.
Yes, sir.
So, um, so the challenge is when I see these things, oh, maybe this will do it. When I see these things, I go ahead and I see stuff fast. I'm just look at it. It's like, jeepers, really, everybody? And so, okay, so there's this here. This here, if you go down here into the table of contents, like Adam, what do you see when you look at the table of contents?
The ninth one is below the backstage podcast,
Okay. Anything else?
and backstage podcast, and the sorting is not right.
Um, Okay, 1-1, okay, and then 1, 2, 10, 3, 4, 8, 5, 6, 7, 99, 9. Like, what in the world? Like,
Hmm.
who whoever's doing this, they gotta be on drugs. They just have to be. How can you go ahead and do this kind of work if you're not on drugs? And so if you're on drugs and you're doing this kind of stuff, hey, we want to help you. Get off the drugs. They're gonna destroy your life. They just will, you know? They
Yeah,
just
I was wondering. I have experienced it 2 to 3 times when I saw the table of contents disturbed, and I fixed it. And I just didn't get a chance to talk about it with David. What in the world is in this is happening? So there is
Yeah, no,
now.
I don't hold you responsible for this, Adam. Things are moving, and so yeah, it'd be nice if you picked it up. But that's part of leadership, right? When do you clean up people's messes? When do you go ahead and let it hit the fan? It's just, come on, buddy. But he's probably on drugs, and he'll say he's not because drug addicts, that's what they do. But he's going to destroy his life. I mean, he's just going to destroy. I mean, they're like this is just it's just crazy. Now, Alvin went ahead and said that when somebody doesn't get it, there's three types of learning modalities. So you have visual, verbal, kinesthetic learning. People learn by seeing, by hearing, and by touching and doing. So those are the three learning modalities. So if you can find out somebody's learning modality, that can help. Like how do you learn? Or better yet, learn your own learning modality. Like take notes, do whatever. Like you got to go ahead and do things. And so Anita, where is the new one about brain thinking or whatever that one is that you're taking the lead on developing? I think you're only taking the lead on developing of one thing, so I think it's going to be easy for you to see.
Are you talking about like the making decisions?
Yeah, yep, that's the one.
Okay, so I put it in Legacy Partners core thinking.
Okay, and so nice. I think that's a good place to put it. So what I want, Adam, is I want so there's a well, this isn't core thinking. This is core training, sorry. Core thinking is different. Core thinking is here. And so,
There's there it
this,
is. Okay, in the making decisions, the decision making algorithm.
okay, so what I want is, so like where this one here is where this recording will go. So this
Okay.
recording will go, in 1-4.
Okay.
And then this here gets pushed back into. So that's where it gets put, but then I put another work order here. I put another work order. So you put another section here that connects to others. So this might be my go-to. Like in the earlier session we had, like there's probably going to be case studies, and we were talking with Bob. And before Bob came on, because Bob came on late, so nobody trained him. Don't come on late for Mark. Do not just don't show up. But here I've asked multiple times, like, and it's common sense. It says, listen at the big picture, take notes. Like, listen at the big picture and take notes. And so it makes sense. Like on the one, I should be able to click on the one and it should go down to one. I click on two and it goes down to two, and so on and so forth for the 21. And then here it could be good to clean up. I cleaned up some of it, help save a bunch, bunch of time. Like help save you. So take out the first a bunch. Like, and I'm not even analytic really. I don't pick this stuff out, but you know, So that should be, so it should be cleaned up a little bit. So it's, so, so there, but there needs to be links to get into it. So big picture, when you learn to think at a
Right.
big picture level, you can say, oh, this is what Mark is saying. He's trying to get access to this stuff fast. So when somebody doesn't pick up something, you need to be warned, you know? So this is going to be the worst thing. Mark's going to expose you quickly. He just will. It's who he is. It's his superpower. So, Mark's looking for permanent change. So it'd be good to highlight this one here, bold this one here. I'm telling you right now, this guy's going to be one of your best friends. So that should be bold and maybe underlined. So
Hmm.
he's going to be your best friend, but you need to be warned. Like, you need to be warned. Like, he's going to expose you quickly. And if he does, and if you're not ready for the exposure, this will going to be the worst thing in your life. You'll need therapy and medication for the rest of your life. And it'll be all Mark's fault because you had one conversation with that dude and he saw stuff nobody's ever seen before in your life. So down here, I don't know, this may be my go-to. Like Kenny is fascinating. Like JoJo, we went out and met Bob and there were chickens and everything was chaotic and chaos. And so she's 8 years old and she's doing a, she's doing a, she, she, she's doing a business trip with grandpa. Man, was that crazy. Nora, because you're not feeling well today, um, that, I like, I won't pick on you, right? Poor Nora.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to pick on somebody who's not feeling good, especially a level 2 friend. Level 2. So, um, so, so we go out there and Jojo's like, Grandpa, you know, did he see your video, Mark Borisma for Dummies video? I said, no, he didn't, but we didn't watch it there. I don't know. We probably should have. I don't know, but we got it on today's. So she did really good. She's getting to be quite the business girl, like quite the business girl. So I don't know, like, how do you think? I don't know. It's just like I told Roseanne on the way from pickleball, um, decision making algorithm. I'm like, everybody would benefit from my rules. So on this, Anita, you could go ahead and if you wanted to on the work order, Adam, since you guys are on, like I have all of these interconnections, like there's all of these spider webs, there's all these things that happen. And so, like if somebody like Mark has rules, why does he have rules? Mostly to protect other people from him. That's most of them. But they bring me tremendous benefit. I mean, tremendous benefit. And so that could be linked into here. And so decision making, I'm going to probably have to do, I don't know, 100. I'm going to have to do 100 of these podcasts on decision making to figure out how do I teach somebody in less than 100 podcasts how to be a good decision. Like some of this stuff is just common sense. Like don't shoot yourself in the foot with your number one client. Take notes, like follow through. Like if you're not going to be on, let them know. Don't make excuses. Like it's not that. This is not brain surgery. It's not rocket science. Err, err. Oh, pause it. Then we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna go and do some organization and prioritization of stuff. And so, how do you organize things and prioritize things? And so, when we're doing work, we have to think. We can't just do work, we have to think. And what we're thinking about is we're thinking about the past, the present, and the future. all simultaneously. If you're thinking that seems like a lot of work, it's like, well, don't be lazy. Don't be addicted to lazy. And so Anita's doing a great job on Tony Anthony's way and raising funds and awareness and stuff for ADHD. And so she had a 3 minute survey specifically for that. So if she would have slowed down, if she'd have slowed down on that and thought, where should I put that? Okay, so this is behind the scenes. So it should go here. If it's in one of the tabs, you know, okay, it should be on the table of contents. Like it's one of the most important pieces that we have. But this doesn't needs to think, okay, but this doesn't go to any customer front facing stuff. So we need to have it on, does it need to get put here? Like, where does it get put? Like, where do I put it? And so for the life of me, I can't figure out why people can't understand this, but I share a story. I share a story about when I was 18 years old and I was at Faith Baptist Bible College in Ankeny, Iowa. And I had to work my own way through college and it wasn't cheap. And so on Thanksgiving, the campus was empty. There was nobody there. Like everybody went home for Thanksgiving, but I had to work. So I didn't go home. I had to work, through Thanksgiving. So it was like I was the only one there. And I'm like, there's nobody here. There's nothing to do. I might as well do some homework. Like I'm going to do something for the classes. And so this is important. But my guess is that most of you won't do anything with this. So I spent, I don't know, $10,000 learning this lesson. But my guess is none of you will take one of the most significant things that I learned and apply it, which I don't understand. Like, it's just weird to me. It's like decision-making algorithm is you want to learn how to be more efficient in how we think. Why? Just because you have a life significant. Anyways, so the assignment was to create an organizational system. And so this organization system, what you had to do is you had to get 26 envelopes, like a filing cabinet. You had to have 25 or 26 folders, and you label them A through Z. So A, B, C, D, E, F. So the alphabet. The questions on that, Anita?
No.
Okay. Then what you did is it was an organization system for your entire life. And so if you went ahead and had, as you get older, things get more complicated. Like, so you buy a car and all of a sudden, you buy a car and all of a sudden you have insurance on it. And you need to organize things in life, keep your life organized. And so the magic, though, was you had to have another filing system, and it was a 3x5 box and 3x5 cards, and you put A through Z in there too. And then whenever you filed something, Anita, you always, like I had a beautiful car, a baby blue Pontiac Firebird, spoiler, T-tops. I mean, it was it was a very nice car. Very nice sports car. So when I had insurance or my title for my car, or I had insurance or anything like that, where do I file that, Anita?
Probably in the car section.
So C, right?
Yeah.
But what if, where else might I look for that?
In the I?
For insurance, right?
Yeah.
Good. Where else might I look for it?
I have no idea.
Pontiac, Firebird. So I go back in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years later. I don't remember where I filed it. So on the little 3x5 card, on the little 3x5 card. And again, I'm 18 years old, right? So on the little 3x5 card, like every 18-year-old should do this. Every 16-year-old should do it. Every 5-year-old should do it. So on every 3x5 card, there was a rule. And the rule was you always, so I went in, if I put it in C, I'd say Pontiac Firebird car, title, insurance, all the information on that. And then I put it in C. Then I would think of what are, in the future, what are two things that I would look for in the future? Well, I could look for it under I. So then I'd have to go. The rule was you had to go under I and write, insurance for car, CC. And then Pontiac Firebird, information on Pontiac Firebird car, CC. So you had to put it in one location and you had to go in two other locations and reference it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what this did is at the age of 18, it taught me how to think in a disciplined manner. It taught me how to go ahead. And so I built this system. Most assignments you do in school, you just kind of do them and then you're done. But I kept that filing system for years, Anita. I mean, years. I don't know what it was. It might have been 10 years. And I mean, this thing, I wanted to find something. I'd go into this filing system and I would find it. I mean, it was just boom, it was there. Just absolutely. This thing was flawless. It was insane how awesome it was. So do you think you're going to do that, Anita? Do you think you'll create a filing system A through Z and then have like a recipe holder? And then you have, 3x5 cards and you have A through Z there and then reference. Do you think you'll do that, Anita?
No, probably not.
Right. How do I know what you and other people are going to do and not do?
I have no idea.
Because people are predictable. They're predictable. That's just what they are. And so people say they want to grow, but they don't do the things that will cause them to grow. And whiners and lazy people go, "Oh, Mark, you tell me to do so many things." I'm like, really? So I don't know what it was, 10 years, 15, 20 years. All of a sudden, one day I go to use the system and the system's gone. It's just gone. And I'm go to Roseanne. I'm like, honey, what's my system? And what did she do to it? She had a better way of doing it than mine. She thought. She took my system that I had worked and devoted, I had done. And then she just revamped the whole thing. She stripped the whole thing out, put the whole thing in like her own system. It was just weird. I'm like, what? And once you dismantle that system that's 10, 15, 20 years old, you can't put it together. It's irreparably gone. Isn't that strange, Anita?
Yeah.
I thought it was strange. So in here that, will Anita go ahead and think in the future, like, what am I doing? And is the significance, do I need to put it in the table of contents? And where else do I need to put it? Will Anita go ahead and everything she does, will she look at it and where does it need to be filed? Where does it need to be put? And then 2 cross references. Will she do that going forward from this point on?
Probably not always.
Probably not much of ever. And so if she why won't do you think it would help you in your life, Anita?
not necessarily.
Right. So what it would do is it would help Anita to go ahead and get more work done in the time she does it. So she would be more productive. So when we are disciplined in the moment, then we save time in the future. So it would give her more time. It would reduce her stress. It would help her self-confidence. It would help her to make more money. It would help her to work less hours. It would help her to enjoy life more. It would help her to, it would help her in everything. But Anita, people, it's like they want the benefits. They want the benefits of, you know, of proper decision making, but they don't want to do the work to get there. And they think it's a lot. That sounds like a lot of work. It's really not. I mean, I did it over Thanksgiving. It took me, I don't know, 4 hours or something. I mean, I bought the stuff, put it together, then I just started using it. And it changed my brain, like the core thinking. So now it's 62 years old, and I still remember 18 years old. I still remember being alone on Thanksgiving. I still remember saying, hey, I'm going to need to be productive and do something. And so I went ahead and was productive and did something, and it changed my life forever. That one assignment in that one college class changed how my brain thought forever. It was worth the $10,000 that, I spent that year going to, that Bible college and honoring my parents. So another great lesson, but will people do it? Most likely not. And it's like, any suggestions that you have? Because what I'm talking about is so much bigger than just this organization system. So if Anita, like, we should be doing marketing and we should be promoting that, and we should be looking at there's all kinds of stuff that we should be doing, on that. But if Anita has to be told all of those things, she's going to probably be frustrated. If she learns, and she's going to lack confidence. If she learns how to think on her own and say, well, I need to do this, and I need to do this, and I need to do this. If she learns to get out in front of Mark, out in front of her clients, she's going to feel great about herself. She's going to have confidence. It's going to be crazy what will happen in her life. Questions, Anita?
No.
Okay. So good work on that.